Um, I'm getting a few emails that are asking my opinion of what change would look like. I'm also getting a lot of people say, sign petitions. I've already done the petition part more than enough to know that as soon as you sign any kind of petition, it gets thrown out. There is no voices that are being heard, which is why we are where we are. People have been complaining. People have been protesting for many, many years. And it's the dominating forces that always win. It is the greedy side that will always win with the way we operate our world right now. We are not connecting the dots to the harm that we create ourselves. For instance, Apple right now is stopping their application that gets you instant information from WikiLeaks. So it's like, do you really want to buy any products from Apple? Microsoft is like, okay, let's look at the owner of Microsoft and how Microsoft even got started. It was all based on theft. The guy stole everybody else's technology and made it his own, and is probably the richest guy on the planet because we use all of his software. It's a monopoly, which he even won any court cases dealing with monopolies because he's got all the money to pay for any lawsuit that he wants to win. You could see that with the O.J. Simpson trial, that these psychopaths end up winning everything. Money is the thing that makes you win at all costs. So you have to play this game a little differently. What is happening is there's a whole pile of chaos that is happening right now, and it will crash all of these systems. Every product that you buy that is destroying the planet will no longer be something that we will purchase. We are connecting the dots to how harmful the products you buy actually does harm to the planet. If there's a greedy guy at the top, it's a psychopathic CEO that has zero concern for human life. So in the chaos, we are learning which products to buy and which products not to buy. Nonprofits are the things that we really have to pay attention to, because a lot of these psychopathic organizations, one of them is Virgin Airlines. Look at how friggin' wealthy that guy is. And look at how many nonprofits this guy's trying to stimulate. And all of these nonprofits are based on, okay, we need to do the right thing and you need to work for free. This guy has more than enough money to put people to work and pay you to do all of the changes that needs to make. This guy has more than enough money to finance change, but he's not. He offers these rewards of technology that can make a difference in the planet, but I know for a fact he ain't funding nothing. It's just, look at how much I'm willing to put into my universe. Let me look as though I am doing something when he's actually not, because I know there's technology out there. How come this guy isn't funding any of this technology? I know that there's toxic waste systems that can transform all toxic waste into pure clean energy. How come this guy, the owner of Virgin Airlines, the guy that's a billionaire, isn't funding any of these ideas? We know we have free energy. How come he's not funding any of those ideas? Oh, would his airlines, would all of his businesses actually suffer if any new technology actually came out? Yeah, this guy would go broke if he ended up funding solutions. But in the meantime, he sets up these nonprofits that is basically nothing but slavery. And you'll think that you're doing a good thing. All of your good intentions are going to be doing something good by you working for nothing. Volunteer work is a form of the new slavery. It gets these CEOs, these psychopaths, manipulating you into believing good intentions will make a good slave. And what is slavery? You're working for nothing, and somebody else is profiting from it. Why not pay people to do the right thing? Why not earn your living exactly like these psychopaths are able to earn their living? If this guy was truly, truly interested, why is he not putting all of his money into funding good ideas that would actually put people back to work, because he has no interest in that. So you have to sort of call a spade a spade. A lot of the corruption is starting to be unfolded. You're starting to see who the psychopaths are just by their reaction to what is anticipated to come out with WikiLeaks. Just look at the behaviors of how they react. Why is truth such a secret? Why is truth, endangering lives? These secrets are killing off the planet. Just look at the Gulf oil. Look at Haiti. Look at anything that's killing people. There's a secret behind that they don't want you to know. Why? Because it's killing the planet. And they don't want you to know that they're killing the planet. So they will see that, oh yeah, you're doing harm. Yeah, we're doing harm to the bad guys. We're sort of locking them in their own cages, and they don't really like it. So they're going to have a lot of talking points. And just look at the reaction to anybody that even is believing in these guys. They're telling you who they are. Look at your friends. Look at your families. Are they mesmerized by psychopaths and have no brains of their own to be able to tell, hey, something's a little wrong here? You're easily manipulated by psychopaths. Even the harassment that's going on in my channel. Who's the ringleader there? Does he kind of have psychopathic behaviors? And are you following a ringleader that does have psychopathic behaviors? And is that not part of destroying a friggin' planet? I mean, my channel, for one thing, is totally against censorship. But I was forced into censoring my channel. Why? Because y'all are following a psychopath. You're all following some lies. Psychopaths don't care about telling the truth. They'll make shit up. And it influences you. And because you can't think for yourself, you fall into a lot of bullshit lies. Now, even with the harassment, it's like, okay, we need to escalate that. We need to make it so freaking obvious it's in your face. And kind of look at who's who. I'm just calling the spade a spade. I'm not going after nobody. I'm just saying think. Think about what leaders you want to follow. Think for yourself. Don't think for me. Look and judge for yourself and see, is this the kind of behavior you want to support? Because if you want to support that, the world will fucking crumble. There is no saving the planet if you're participating in the same game. There is going to be a lot of chaos. We are going to lose every industry that's out there right today needs to collapse, which means a lot of people need to be unemployed. Those that do have money, those that are claiming to be good people, show up. Start doing the right thing. Start funding new industries, because there is a hell of a lot of opportunity for change right now, but it takes money and it takes funding. I don't see anybody actually putting their money where their mouth is. When that happens, then we'll start seeing change. We have free energy. We have cars that can be running off of oil, but I don't see anybody funding those ideas. How many people would actually go back to work just changing the cars that we have with new systems that don't, allow your transportation to work without oil, without using any natural resources? I don't see that funding happening right now. We're all completely programmed to believe that we are lacking love, so you have to chase love all the time, which is why you're so easily manipulated to buy products that have the sex cells attached to it, or you'll get love if you buy this product. You're have been programmed not to listen to your intuition or even how to use your intuition, so you know the right direction for you. I don't see any of these elites. I don't see anybody that has any money actually funding good ideas that would help reprogram our brains to think, hey, you know what? I have an intuition. I can listen to my own self. There is better education systems out there that makes you think outside of the box instead of keeping you inside of the box. I'm not seeing any of this happen yet. But when that does, when these people that do have some money in their bank account and do want to invest in good investments, then we'll see a world change. But until then, those that have money that want to cling on to the old system are going to lose their money. Donald Trump is one example. He claimed bankruptcy for how many times? And he's still in business? It's like this guy's going to be constantly losing his money until he's homeless on the streets. And at the end of the day, if we don't get this fast, there is no food. You don't have to worry about Monsanto's. You don't have to worry about planting your own garden, because there is going to be no transportation to even transport any type of food. You don't even have to worry about the internet being shut down, because you know what? There won't be any power to even turn on the internet. You don't know how bad this game's going to get, but it's coming, and it's coming real fast, because we don't want to wake up to it fast enough. But that's my prediction for the future. I really don't care about how much harassment's going on the internet or what lies are being told about me. It's like, do you really realize that the internet's not going to be here very long? You can go and fight for the freedom of the internet. You can say that the internet will never shut down, but you know what? They're shutting down the power. If you have no power, then there's no way the internet is going to survive. There is free energy available to power things off of the grid, but nobody's funding that. Nobody's doing anything from the root to make sure a new system can be sustained. You're all looking at different levels of this collapse, and you think that, like, let's say there's 10 levels that keep it up. You should be concerned about level 1 that will support and sustain new systems. That is not getting any attention. The only attentions are like stage 8. Oh, we got to fix this stage. And it's like, looking after stage 8 is not going to help you at all if the prime 1 is not being of any concern to anybody else. You can make a lot of protests, but if your government systems aren't designed to even help any good politicians, then it's pointless. Your whole Senate, everything, the structure of government is corrupt. You have to change the structure so any good guy can get in there and do something. But right now, even if you got a good guy in there, it won't do any good because the structure is bad. The structure of every system is corrupt. And every structure needs to be restructured. And you got to know how to do that. And I don't see anybody talking about that yet. Those are just my opinions. What do you think? Peace out.